As a young man, the best thing you can do is to invest in yourself. And the easiest way to do it, read books. Read books that comes under the category of self-improvement or self-help or business, or it can also be psychology. These three combined is a big advantage for you, because you can, if you can win uh, people, or you can persuade people, if you're good at it, you can easily make a sale which is purely based on psychology and human nature. And if you are good at bad at business, you can read books like 100 million offers by Alex Hormozzi. There are and $1 million worth ideas are shared in that book. So the thing is, I was a kind of kid who hated reading, but when I started with one simple book that I loved, it changed my life. It brought me into a habit of reading a book a month. Last year, I spent around reading uh, maybe 1,500 rupees on books, but I bought 7 books, and it has the best return on investment. The books I read was like the psychology of money, the psychocybernetics. Every book has expanded my way of thinking, my thoughts, my mind, the way I perceive the world, and everything. It influenced everything in my life: the career, my relationship, my wealth, worth, everything. So, if you're someone who is trying to get better at what you're doing with your life, just read. Just read one self improvement or self help book per month for 1 2 years, and you'll be good to go. Yes. Initially, maybe you cannot complete one book per month, but even though you cannot complete or achieve your goals fully, that is not failure, that is growth. You're going from 0 to 1, you're going from nothing to something. So you have, if you want to be rich, you have to first be rich in your mind. Everything is formed twice: one in your mind, then reality. So if you have this idea of getting rich or whatever, you first need to be rich in your mind. Then it will manifest in the real world. So, what I was telling us, the importance of reading comes when you realize the only thing that need to be improved in this world is you. You as a human being is the only thing that need to be educated, that need to be told what to do, because everything else on itself is better. It can just be there and it provides value. But we human beings, we have purpose. We need to provide something to be valuable and meaningful to this world. So, by reading books, by consuming educational content, by consuming valuable $1 million worth books, you are actually creating a new version of yourself. By doing this, you are providing yourself a better future, a bright future. You are reinventing yourself. Reading books has very high return on investment. So, please read books that genuinely falls under your category of interest. Start with some easy and simple books. Just try to make it a habit. Today I read every day for at least 5 to 10 minutes, which might be short, small, but I usually get, nowadays I'm not getting enough time, but I actually read more than half an hour a day, which made me in that flow, which helped me complete one book per month. It's not about the number of books you complete, it's about the value you take from that and the behavioral change that you bring. If you read a book and you were the same before and after, you have got nothing. When you read a book, when you get a lesson, when you understand a lesson, you should keep the book down and go practice that lesson. That's how you build knowledge, and that's how you remember and apply the real knowledge. So, if you haven't read any book in your lifetime, I would suggest you to start from something very small. Just make it a habit. Try Atomic Habits or whatever falls under your interest or category. The thing is, when you're reading, you are, it's a very beautiful, I love reading. When you're reading, what happens is you are making yourself better, and the only thing that need to be improved in this world is you. No one else, nothing else. Animals can be just animals and still be useful. But if you want to be useful and if you want to provide value, you should read. You should use time and your energy to gain knowledge and then to teach it to others. So, everything I see now is a perspective of all the books, all the mind maps, everything comes from the books I read. So, please try. Start small, but do read. Thank you.